As you can see, my garage is an absolute nightmare. So I'm gonna give myself 1 hour while the baby naps and we're gonna tackle this. And I thought it would be fun to answer some questions. I had a little question box on my Instagram and y'all submitted some questions. So I will go through those as I clean, but let's get on into it. I don't even know where to start. This really isn't fun. I have like 700 boxes. Oh, my spare car key. This is overwhelming. Okay, I'm not doing a very good job at organizing. Okay, this is looking better. Oh my gosh. I don't even know where to start. This is like a bin of recycling. Like, this is crazy town. Do I want to break all these boxes down? Probably not. I feel like they'll just fit in the recycling cart. Our recycling comes once a week, so I think it'll be okay. A pile of stuff that's gonna go inside. I guess I'll just put that right here. This is like, yeah, this is garbage. There are my scissors. I literally never can find scissors. Oh, I think my husband was looking for that. And the rest of this is garbage. Okay, first question. Someone goes, where do you get all the energy? Do you have family nearby? Because damn. I feel like this is fun. And that's where I get the energy. And I honestly really enjoy what I'm doing. So I think whenever you're having fun, like, it's easy to be excited and like get up and like want to do something. So that's where I get the energy. I don't really drink caffeine. Like, every morning I have like a sip of Diet Coke. But I'm not like a big coffee drinker. I really don't sleep all the time. The baby really doesn't sleep. So I don't get the energy from sleep, but I'm like running on pure, like, this is so fun. Like, I want to do this. And yeah. I don't have the energy to do things like clean, and that's why my garage looks the way that it does, because I use all of it doing the fun stuff, and then like this really isn't fun. But I like working on projects, so it's like really easy to be motivated and get up and want to do it. I need to return this. I'm the worst. Like, I'll have things that I need to return, and then I wait too long. And then see on the window. Oh, and I have a $100 gift card that I won for the yard decoration for the spider. So I need to order something. It's hard whenever, like, I literally don't have space to put anything. Like, I have to pull things away to make room, but then it's like making a bigger mess. And then I just like have nowhere to even walk or think. Don't know. And it's like this fabric. I need like a Christmas bin, like another bin to put this stuff in. These ladders and these chairs. Okay, I'm gonna move these chairs. This is trash. I'm trying to keep all of these boxes so that I can put the lights back up and they won't be just totally horrible and like a big fat mess, but then I have like 700 boxes. Okay. I feel like I'm gonna start like organizing some of the little stuff over here so I can like put stuff away in the cabinet. Like, all of this stuff that's sitting out like needs to go in the cabinet. My spare car key that I had lost who knows when. Question number 2, how old am I and do I have any kids? I'm 30 years old and I have one little girl and she's 15 months old. Question number 3, we're just gonna answer that one too. What is my favorite project or creation that I've done so far? And that is a hard one. I feel like I wanna say my baby's nursery, like painting the cross stitch mural. Like, it is just so cute. It's so fun, super original. Like, I've literally never seen anything like it. It's sentimental because my grandma stitched the original design and that's what I like modeled the painting after. So I just really like that room. That's probably my favorite thing that I've done so far. And everything else in that room, like the lamp, the little chair, her quilt, I feel like literally everything in her room I've like DIY'd in some capacity. And I think that's just like the funnest, cutest thing. And it's like my favorite project. Yeah, I would say that is my favorite project. Some of this stuff, I do not know where it goes. I need to clear up stuff over here because I can't get to these shelves because this is like totally blocked. Debating if I really need to keep this. And I like how I said, oh, it's completely blocked, and now I'm blocking it even more, but just in another way. But it's like if you want to use the saw, you really can't. It makes it hard. This is overwhelming. Do I have a food truck update? I don't have one right now. So the only update I have on the trailer right now is that it's in storage, and now that the weather has cooled off, I plan on bringing it back to the house, but I have some other things that I'm in the middle of, like the Christmas arch. I want to finish up our kitchen. I want to build like a bookshelf like in our house, like finish up the living room area. So I want to get those fixed up, get my garage clean, and then now that it's cooled off, I do want to bring the trailer back, and I just have a couple of things that I need to knock out, and then hopefully in the new year, I will actually get it registered. And maybe by the springtime, do my little acai bowl truck thing and just like see how that goes. Because I really want to do it. Like that is something that I've wanted to do for a long time. So I will finish this trailer, and I will at least do a couple of food truck events sometime in 2025. Mark my words. Mark my words. It has cracked me up like how many people like keep asking about the food truck. Like I didn't really think that people were that invested in it, but y'all are, and it's been fun to share the process, but it has been a really, really, really hard project, especially with having a little baby. It's like you get like an hour or two to like work on things, and it's like these are like big projects. So it's hard whenever you only have an hour for like a 7-hour project, and it takes you like an hour to prep everything that you need, and then your garage becomes a nightmare because you're just moving things in and out, and then you can't even think. I need to sit down and like plan a little bit better, but once I get the trailer back to the house for like a week or two, like I am just going to try and like knock that thing out, and I will post updates as soon as I have them. Okay, I'm not doing a very good job at organizing. Okay, next question. Where do you store all of the decorations between each holiday? If the state of my garage is not obvious, that is where I store everything. Some of the stuff just does not hold up. Like some of the foam things, like after they've been outside in the sun for like 2 months, it's like, I don't know. So I have gotten rid of like a lot of the bigger things, but I mean like the spider, all of the arch stuff from the Christmas thing. Obviously this is the first time that I'm doing that, but it's just PVC pipe, so it should be able to just lay flat, and then I can put it up on these storage racks. But yeah, I keep everything that's like in decent condition and I just have it piled up in the corner, just cluttering up my whole entire garage. Or if it's just like in total disrepair, then I will just get rid of it. Or if it's just something that I just personally don't want to use again, I will donate it. I have like a whole pile of things that I just constantly am taking to Goodwill. But yeah, I try to keep what I can, donate what I can, and just throw out what is just like not worth trying to keep, if that makes sense. Okay, another question that I had was who pays for all of the decorations, or specifically like who paid for the Christmas arches. And I did a sponsorship with Govee, which is a lighting company. So they gifted me the lights for the project, but I had pitched the idea to them whenever they wanted to work with me. And I was like, hey, I would really like to do this lighted pathway on the path behind my house. Like, is that something y'all would like to work on me with? And they're like, yeah, just send us the measurements and we'll send you the lights. So that's what happened, but I had to purchase like all of the PVC pipe, the rebar, the cords, all of that stuff. Like, it kind of was a big investment for me since I bought everything like to put it together aside from the lights. But like, if you were to get with your neighbors and y'all each like buy like a 20-foot section worth of stuff, like honestly, it would not be that expensive for each neighbor to kind of pitch in and do something really cool like that in the neighborhood. Better. Someone asked, where do I get my ideas? So since I'm working on the Christmas light thing right now, I'll just kind of share about like how I got the idea for that. So one of my neighbors across the street, her parents like connect all of their houses from peak to peak, like all the way down the street. And I was like, oh my gosh, like that's amazing. But they live in a 2-story house. So we like wanted to do that, but we all live in 1-story houses and the garbage truck needs a certain amount of clearance. The house is only so high and the HOA denied my request. So I was like, okay, what else could I do with lots of Christmas lights that would be fun? And as I was thinking about doing this peak to peak thing, we went and knocked on all of the neighbors' doors to see if they would be interested in doing it. And one of the ladies was like, oh my gosh, like that's so fun. Like we actually do this thing back home where we do arches on the sidewalks. And I was like, oh, okay. But like the way that our sidewalks are set up, you can't really do what she was talking about. So I was like, well, maybe I could do it on the trail behind the house. So it kind of just like spiraled. It was like, okay, my one neighbor's talking to me about doing something. Then I go and talk to more neighbors and they like bring up something else. And I'm like, okay, like we can do something cool, but like, where can we do it? You know? So I just like was like a bunch of different people's ideas that kind of just came together into like one big idea. And then since it was like something that wasn't in front of anybody's houses, I was like, I guess I just need to like figure out how to do this. Since it's kind of like behind everybody's houses, even though everybody uses the walkway, I was like, I just need to do it just so I don't have to like coordinate with too many people, but I'm still having to coordinate with people for power. But yeah. And then like the Christmas Yeti is like, I had seen people do monsters for Halloween and I was like, oh, that would be so fun if I could do some sort of Christmas theme thing. I was like, could I do like an elf? Could I do Santa? What could I do? And then I was like, oh, a Yeti, like that would be fun. So it was just kind of like, it spiraled from that idea. But a lot of things, it's like, I just kind of get inspiration from things around me, or I have conversations with people about like similar things. And I'm like, wait, like how could I tweak that and make it something original, you know? And like, I just have like nightmares. I call them nightmares about like these projects sometimes. Like in the night, I'll be like, oh, I should do this thing. Like in the middle of my sleep, like I wake up thinking about projects and like things that I should do. So I don't know, I just kind of get inspiration from all over. Oh, and this is kind of funny. Let's see. I found my first sketch of the house. So I will like draw things out sometimes. A lot of times I just keep stuff in my head. But for this, I was like, I need to draw this out and like see if it's like gonna work. So that's what I did with this. Like, what do I want to do a project on? And then like, how can I put those into videos, you know? So I just kind of jot things down as they come to me. Found more boxes of lights back there. It is definitely not perfect out here, but it's a lot better and I can actually like walk through here half decently. which is nice, and I won't be totally mortified whenever the garage door opens. But I thought I would answer just a couple more questions. Okay, someone goes, genuinely, how do you have all the time to do this? So I do a lot of work while the baby naps, and while my husband is home after work, and then whenever he is home on the weekends. And I recently hired a nanny to come 3 hours a day, 3 times a week, so that I can do like computer work and like projects like out on the trail or somewhere where I'm not at the house if I need to go run errands, or like do something where it'd be easier to not have the baby with me, so that I'm not dragging her along to things that aren't fun, you know? But I just started that like literally last week. So we're gonna see how that goes. But yeah, in the past, I've just been working like while she sleeps, and I stay up really late, like editing and doing all of that stuff. So a lot of people asked if we have family that lives here, and no, we don't. We actually just moved here from Alabama about a year ago, and so we currently live in Arizona, and all of my family lives in Alabama, and then my husband's family lives in Texas. I do have a cousin that lives across town about an hour here in Arizona, but we don't have anyone close like my mom or my grandma or anyone. They are not close. And my husband and I have moved like 10 times in the 10 years that we've been married, so we've only lived near family for a handful of years in small spurts of time. So we're used to just kind of being out on our own. But yeah, it would be nice like now having a baby if people lived closer. Someone asked about a list of go-to tools that I have for my projects, and it really just depends what you're working on. For the longest time, I used to be like, oh, I don't need a Cricut. I can free paint. I can like freehand stuff. But having a Cricut has been so nice just to make stencils or cutouts or like just decals for things. So I've really loved having that. I always use like a drill for like basically anything I'm doing, like a drill or a jigsaw or a hammer or a sander. Like those are things that I use constantly, but I will have to put together a video of like my favorite tools and what things I use, or like what things I think that you would need, like if you were a beginner or you had like a list of projects that you would like to do but you don't know what tools would be the most beneficial. Because honestly, like I'm not a big fan of like huge saws. Like I will use the circular saw, but I don't like the table saw. I'll use the miter saw, I'll use the jigsaw, but the router like freaks me out. Like there are different tools that it's like, this is kind of like, if you're not super experienced or not comfortable with power tools, there are some tools that I'm like, yeah, probably don't get that, you know, like you would probably be scared like you're gonna cut your finger off. But yeah, I can totally like do another video where I'm like discussing different tools and like what I use them for, if that is something that y'all are interested in. Oh, and another question, someone asked if I have a full-time job. Yes and no. So technically, no, I do not have a 9-to-5 job, but I do the social media thing full time. I post like 4 to 5 videos a week, like shorts and TikToks and Instagram videos. And now I'm working on doing YouTube videos, but I did hire an editor for that. So it's gonna take me time to film the videos, but I won't have to spend all the extra time editing the videos. So I don't have a traditional job, but I would say that I work full time. And I have a baby. So I am like constantly busy doing things all of the time, but I'm super grateful because this is something that I genuinely love doing. And I am like just flabbergasted every day that I can call this my job. Like I don't even really tell people like, yeah, this is my job, but like, it's like so amazing and I'm so grateful. But I think that's all the questions that I'm gonna answer today. The garage is looking a lot better. I can walk through here, and I don't know how long I have been working out here, but I feel like it's been more than an hour. Let me check the time and I will let you know. Okay, I started working on the garage at 10:37 and it is now 11:48. So it has been 1 hour and 10 minutes and I managed to do all of this. My husband is gonna be very impressed whenever he comes home. He opens the garage door to charge his truck and there's space. So yeah, I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye.